Welcome back. How to study ICT 2022 mentorship. 10 tips for being successful. Number 1, take notes. Taking notes while you're going through the videos is going to help you reinforce what you're hearing. It'll allow you to capture what's important to you, and it will allow you to review quickly and reference quickly when you need to. I also encourage you to use your own words when you're taking notes. This instills a part of you as you are writing down and translating what you hear into something that makes sense to you. Number 2, take screenshots. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I encourage you to not only take your screenshot, but put on some annotations when it makes sense. Summarize in a text box, or put an arrow in there, or highlight a certain section. That's really going to help when something is complex to describe, or doesn't make sense to write out every single word that ICT says. Number 3, watch at 1.25x speed or higher. I highly recommend this one in addition to the last two, because this is going to speed things up. You're going to be able to finish going through the material faster. Don't know if you know this, but we can comprehend information way faster than just a normal talking speed. Even this presentation, you'll hear all the pauses between words, between thoughts, as I'm formulating my ideas. You don't need to sit through that always at the normal speed. Some people talk faster than others. Some people edit their videos so that it sounds like they're talking faster, or less pauses between thoughts and words. I went as high as 1.75x at times. I think I might have even touched 2. You can tell when someone is going off track or repeating themselves. Sometimes these moments of going off track span 5, 10, 15 minutes, even longer. Thoughts are not completed. It's okay. You can speed that up, you can skip ahead, and then when things become more complex again and the train of thought returns to where it was, pause the video, change the speed back down to something you're comfortable with, and then continue on. Number 4, in conjunction with speeding up your videos, I highly encourage you to turn on captions. You can do that by clicking the little CC icon in the lower right hand corner of the video, or you can do it with a shortcut on your keyboard, letter C. In my opinion, when you're speeding things up, this is a game changer. You can watch the words fly by as you're also absorbing the information auditorily in your ears, but also visually behind those words in the charts. Your listening process will be enhanced because you have yet another avenue for information to be inputted into your brain. And then finally, those captions, they're not perfect. Some of the words they can't transcribe properly, so fair value gap is one that's commonly messed up, but that's still okay. I find massive value in it regardless of that fact. And then there's at the bottom of the description of every video now, there's a section where you can click copy or show transcript. Click on that, and then the transcript shows up, and there's different modes you can use. You can toggle off timestamps, and then you can search through the words, and then you can also just copy and paste that information into your notes. I found myself doing that a few times. Number 5, utilizing YouTube shortcuts. Spacebar is number 1 all the time. Hitting pause and hitting play when I need to write down an idea in my notes or take a break, or who knows. It's a game changer as well. Probably the thing I use for all videos, not just ICT. Arrow keys. I do that at times when I know something is, I hate to say, not important or repetitive, or someone's going on a tirade, a rant, if you will, about other YouTubers. ICT will do that a lot, where he talks about other YouTubers and how they're flashing all this money and they're showing how you can make millions and this and that. And it's great to hear a couple times, but I don't need it in every video. And when those sections do come up, I very methodically will skip at times, in addition to the 1.25 or higher speeds. I alluded to this in the previous one. Turn on captions off and on at times. Sometimes they'll be covering up something you want to screenshot, so you'll turn those off and then you turn them back on. Something new I found out is shift period to increase the playback speed a little more easily than having to click through the gear or whatever it is on the video itself. As you're taking notes, what I like to do is right under the section where I'm typing, what I'll do, I'll show you here. I'll be like, yeah, ICT said XYZ, it's gonna skyrocket, it's gonna fair value gap up to whatever. Right below that, I'll say, hey, I'm at like 15:01 in the video, and I'll keep typing notes. When you mark the New York Midnight Open, and then once that section is done, I'll typically will come back and like update it. I'm like, okay, I'm at 17, I'm at 25. This is really nice because it's easy for me to come back and continue where I left off. If the video disappears or times out or whatever it does, sometimes I have extensions that save memory resources in Chrome. Highly recommend putting that in there and trying to update it periodically so that you can be more efficient in your studies. Don't give up. There was many times I thought about quitting. I was like, there's just way too many videos. This is stupid. I don't know if I'm gonna, this is for me. I don't know if I like trading. This is kind of boring. Especially in the beginning, the first few videos, like I was on the verge of falling asleep. Not gonna lie. But my interest slowly peaked, and when you do things like speeding things up, taking notes, you're very, very present as you learn. That really helped me want to push forward. In addition, I was finding students that were studying or had already studied and were being profitable. That was very encouraging to me. So I'll just say, don't get discouraged. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of time commitment. Treat it like school. Not everyone likes school, but this is the school of your choice. You choose to be here. Don't give up. Keep going and take breaks when you need to. You don't have to do it all in one day. You don't have to do it all in 1 month. I think it took me between like August and December to really get through. So what's that? August, let's say August, September, October, November, maybe like 3 or 4 months. he says, hey, you can do it in a weekend. Like, no, you can't do that. You do what you can do and just keep going. After you finish, go back and study your notes. I'm sure you've seen this before, the forgetting curve. If you learn 100% of something within a few days, 4 days, looks like, if you don't study at all, you drop down to like 20% comprehension. You don't remember everything anymore. But if on day 2 you study and review, then that curve gets stretched out to about 10 days. If you study a few days after that, the curve stretches out. The best thing to do, I think, is to review your notes as you go. Don't wait till the end. Watch a video or two and then go back and look through your notes. Obviously, the more notes you take, the more you have to go through, but that's your choice. That's your style. That's what you have to do for yourself. Start backtesting to reinforce what you learned. This was a game changer for me. In order to backtest, I had to figure out how to backtest. Part of that was going through my notes and figuring out what's important. What does ICT actually do? How does he start his day? When does he start his day? And I just kind of filled in those gaps myself. I think what I have been doing is correct, and I just sort of have like a little checklist that I created based on what I learned through the mentorship. It's not enough just to review your notes. You have to actually do the thing. Take the action. Backtesting is where you will spend your time. Backtesting is where you will learn the most, in my opinion. So ICT talks about backtesting for 3 months. 3 months of backtesting. 3 months of demo. Paper trading. This is where I am, right here. I'm backtesting as much as possible. I find myself enjoying backtesting, which is why I'm creating these videos. I have 13 videos right now where I've just been backtesting, and then I'm going to move on to demo. I'm partway through the first 3 months, so sometime this year I'll be ready to transition out of paper trading. Curious to see how that goes, but I'm not gonna jump too far ahead. I'm just gonna focus on my backtesting, try to do that better and better over time. And then with my backtesting, I didn't do this right away. I've been adding journal entries. They're not visible in my videos. I don't actually talk about them. They're meant to be personal. They're meant to be positive. ICT talks about this quite a bit. Journaling is key. He kind of interchangeably talks about journaling and backtesting as one and the same, and he'll type in his journal entries right on the chart. You can do that. You don't have to videotape yourself backtesting like I do, but you should be doing it every day if you can. And then journaling. The journaling is where you're sort of narrating as if you had actually done it in real time, how things went, what your expectations were they met, were they not met, and put like a positive spin on it. I'm enthusiastic about this and that, and how price is behaving the way I thought it was, and blah blah blah. You can figure that out yourself. I'm not telling you how to journal. Again, it's personal to you. ICT talks about it a lot, so you can just kind of refer to your notes specifically on that. In summary, these are my 10 tips. Number 1, take notes. Number 2, take screenshots. Number 3, watch at a higher speed. Number 4, use captions. 5. Utilize YouTube's shortcuts. 6. Save your spot, capturing timestamps. 7. Don't give up. Keep on going. Take your time, take breaks if you have to. 8. Go back and study your notes. 9. Start backtesting to reinforce what you learned. And then finally 10, with number 9, journal alongside your backtesting. That's it for this video. I hope this helps someone. It certainly would have helped me. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in myself. We're going to get through this. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video. Let me know if you want to see more things like this or not. And then I'm going to be doing some more backtesting. So, thanks for watching.